Hello everyone, it is Ccustomairsoft here, and this is going to show you basically what's inside the gun, how it fires, and how it's going to be sent to you. What I've done is I left most of the internals stock, with exception to the your recoil spring. I gave you the most upgraded one. It's even stronger than this one, which is pretty ridiculous. It also helps short stroke you. I also gave you a short stroke kit just because I like them a lot, and I wouldn't really want you to have to go without it either. I also have upgraded hammer spring and an upgraded sear spring. Very, very nice trigger pull. And then externally, custom grips. They look a lot better in person. The camera really doesn't even focus on them right and do them any good. But these are very, very neat. There you go. You got a red trigger, very nice looking. Red trades, custom under your barrel. The whole reason I do this is just to lighten your slide so it's quicker. And as you can see, that spring is tough to pull. Alright, and then that's about it externally. First thing I'm going to do is show you a little dry firing. This will just be a couple of shots. These are the 3 mags. I'm not sure yet, but I may need to keep one, so I'll let you know about that. All of them actually hold gas. There's no leaks. I've already fired this one that's in the gun and this one a little bit, but it's empty. There's nothing in there. The slide will not lock back. Yep. So there's that one, and then here's this one. So as you can see, the cycling rate is still very nice. The gun hits every shot and all that. So before I get into all the different stuff inside, which I'm going to give you a little strip down. I'm not going to strip the whole thing down unless you really need me to, but if you do, just let me know. And I'm going to shoot. There's 5 bullets in there. So I'm going to go. Yeah, they didn't stack up right, but it's good. There we go. Now they're stacked properly. So I'm going to go shoot these. I'll show you the target real quick. And like I said, I'm doing all this with one hand. Alright, so I'm going to be standing right here. Right? There's the target. It's not the whole big box. It's actually this small white one right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my camera down right next to it. That way you can see the box as I hit it. Alright, so you can see that pretty well. I'm going to step back to where I showed you and shoot 5 times. First 2 will be slow, the last 3 will be kind of rapid. So there you go. I'm going to pause this real quick and load up 5 more. I'm going to do the same thing, except for this time I'm going to go for one corner and I'm going to shoot them all very quickly. So I'm going to pause this real quick. Alright, so I loaded up a couple more bullets. I'm going to fire the first like 3 or so at one spot in particular on the target. I'm going to fire the first 3 right at this corner, right over here. Right? As you can see, the first one's hit there, and then the top 2 hit there. I guess I rose up a bit. The bullets are also not good at all. They're just regular ones. I recommend using .23s with this gun. These are just .2s, and they're just pretty old, so they're not as good as they should be. And these ones, I'm going to try to hit right over here, and then I'm going to rapid fire the rest of them. So let me set this down for you. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Alright, I'm going to step back and shoot. So, there you go. As you can see, it's quite accurate. The first round did not shoot because I forgot to rack my slide, so that was just a blank shot, and the rest were all right on target. So, really, really accurate, really quick gun. Very gas efficient also. Now, as promised, I'm going to show you some internals. And don't mind my Cabar, I love this thing. Nice knife. Just gets a bit scratched up on the little spots, so I'm kind of sanding it out a little bit to give those lines right there. But that doesn't matter. Alright, let me prop up the camera somehow. Alright, so remove the mag. Slide back your slide. Pop out your slide lock. Take off your slide. Set this down. And here's your internals. Shock buffers, as promised. I polished this up a little bit. It helps a bit, but it's still a stock blowback housing. It does work well, though, as you saw. So here's your recoil spring. There you go. It's very long. It's an extended recoil spring. Here's a stock one next to it. See how much longer it is? It's also got more coils. Very good for short stroking. Very fun spring. Alright, so to take down the rest of your barrel, pop out your guide rod housing. Take out your bushing and your barrel. It'll just slide out. Just line it up, push, pops out. And this you just spin like 45 degrees like that, and it slides right out. So that's pretty easy. I'm going to leave your blowback housing in there because no need to take it out. All you do is unscrew that screw right there and pull the sides and push down on the nozzle. Comes right out. There's that. As for this, as for your frame, there's really only one thing I'm going to show you. And it's pretty simple to do. But with the Airsoft Surgeon Lightweight Sear Spring, which is what you have in here, sometimes you need to take this, or take a screwdriver or something, and see that little hole right there? It hides a pin. What you're going to do is make sure your hammer is decocked. Take a screwdriver or pin and push it through the hole, and see this pin? This comes out. What you do once you've taken that out is push down on the hammer, and your mainspring housing falls out. Once you do that, put the frame like this and kind of shake it, and then out comes your sear spring. Now, after firing for a while, this lightweight sear spring almost kind of bends back. It's very flexible compared to a regular one. This is a stock one, brought it out for comparison. When you push it, it's very, very stiff, whereas this one is very loose and easy. That makes your trigger pull about 1/10 of this one, and it also makes it reset pretty quickly. Now the only downside is, on occasions, this will get a little bit too bent backwards, like that, and you'll have to take it out like this and bend it slightly forwards. Just watch what I do. Just slightly bend it forward, and that'll make it go back to how it was. And the way you'll know when it's messing up is sometimes you'll have to pull the trigger twice. If you ever hear a click when you pull the trigger and nothing happens, then you click again and it shoots, you'll know that's starting to happen. It's very easy to work around, and it doesn't happen very often, but I want you to know what to do when it does happen. So, to put it back together, pull your grip safety, right? Hit your trigger a little bit, shake it, see how it sits out like that? Now take this sear spring, put it back inside, which I always do righty, so I'm going to switch hands real quick. Put it back inside. Okay, now I've got it inside. See this bar? This bar should line up right in the middle of your grip safety. See how it's sitting right in the middle? And then simply take your mainspring housing, like this, slide it up. Once you slide it up, oops, hold it there, put your pin just push it right. Oops, push it right back in. There you go. Then check for function. Now there you go. I accidentally loosened it when I was showing you how it loosens. Okay, watch what happens when I pull the trigger. See that? That was the double click. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to fix it. That's actually perfect that happened. So you take this, push it out, right? Pull this down, pop out your grip or your steer spring. Now bend it down. There you go. Bent it down. Putting it back in real quick. Reinstall. Put back in your mainspring housing. Sorry, it's hard to do all this on camera when you don't have an actual good camera that you can set up. There we go. And now it works every time. See? Pull it back, fire. Pull back, fire. Every time it'll work. So I'm going to put your slide back together real quick. First thing, put your barrel back in. Alright, once you get your barrel back in, put your guide rod housing back in. Once you get your guide rod housing back in, grab your recoil spring, giving you the good one, and then grab your buffers and your what is it called, guide rod, and then this is kind of tricky, but you just kind of lay it in there, put your slide back on, slide it back, put your slide lock back in. And you're good to go. So if there's anything else that you want to see, just let me know. It's pretty much all there is to it. It's a very nice gun, really fun to shoot. It's actually quite accurate. I mean, I didn't do it justice over there because my shitty BBs, but really, when you're using the good ones, you can hit anything. It's extremely nice. And there you have it. So, there you go. Hope you enjoy it. If we end up not doing the trade, anybody else who's watching this, this is for sale. So, hit me up. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.